Hey Airsofters, this is Cutter with Cutter Airsoft, and today I'm doing a practice piece on the aluminum that I talked about on doing on the MGC4 receiver airsoft gun, orange tip, uh, airsoft replica. So before I go and do what I think will work on this and possibly mess up a $315 airsoft replica, I thought I would rather start with just a piece of stock bar aluminum. Now I've already taken the nail polish donated by my wife, a bronze brown that she doesn't use very often, and I've already kind of painted on I don't know how well that's going to come across. I've already kind of painted on a pattern to go by of the lightning down the aluminum. Now I went to a local real steel shop. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Okay, and got a bottle of aluminum black. And now, before I did anything, I made sure to clean it, isopropyl alcohol, wipe it down, let it dry, clean it again. So you do it twice. After that, I took 120 proof sandpaper just to get a clean texture and get any bumps off, get any stickers or anything off that came from where I got it, and cleaned all that up and tried to give it kind of a texture that'll be the same on the receiver and the handguard. Now, after that, I washed it again, isopropyl alcohol, wipe it down again, and you can see all the nasty grime that comes off from doing that, which will hinder whatever it is you do. So I'm showing everybody what I'm doing in this video. We're trying a couple different things. I'm going to be trying toilet paper. I am going to be trying a bunched up paper towel. We'll also be trying Q-tips, get a different type of texture, and then of course just regular old cotton balls. And I'm going to be trying the different materials on different areas that, like I said, I've already painted with a nail polish. That was boring. You didn't want to watch that. Okay, so I've already shaken this up. And after this dries, which doesn't take long, and I wipe it down and I see the different effects that it has, I have some different grinding wheels here for my Dremel tool to use. And before I use that, I plan on using the little steel brush wheel to grind off a good, or flake off a good portion of the nail polish that's on there. I was going to do it with acetone, but I'm not 100% how acetone is going to react to this, and I don't particularly want to find out, again, even on a practice piece. So I'm going to try cotton balls here first. Yep, definitely got some in there. And I'm just going to slightly blotch it because I want it to look like storm clouds when it's done. So some areas I'll do a little darker, and some areas I won't. You gotta let this sit a minute after applying it. Let's see how I'll set the cotton ball there. Now we're gonna try the bunched up. This guy's kind of a swirly pattern in it, so we're going to see if that, I don't know, see if that affects it maybe. Ooh, okay, that soaked up a lot more. Okay, this is odd. The aluminum black isn't turning the aluminum black. It did with the cotton swab, but it doesn't seem to like doing it with the toilet paper. Just not getting enough on there. There we go. Squeezing it out. Yeah, that's much better. And you can see how everywhere the nail polish touched isn't getting black. Even the littlest bit of nail polish is stopping the aluminum black from touching it, which is good. That's what I want to do. Okay, we'll leave that there. Now we will try just a little cotton swab. We'll just paint it on. Like I said, I'm trying to get a storm cloud look here. This gun is being dubbed the Maelstrom, so I want to make it look like that. Like when it gets that really bad storm cloud and the storms kind of have that green purplish color and you can smell the electricity in the air. That kind of storm where you're like, yeah, we need to go inside right now. And that's what I want this particular replica to end up looking like when it's done. Okay, that's the Q-tip. And now we'll take a fresh piece of paper towel and see if that makes any difference. I'm going to try again with a cotton swab, see if squeezing a little out will get me a little more what I want there. But I might end up doing a mix, you know, like swab it first with one and go through with another and then maybe draw some lines with the Q-tip, and so it all kind of mixes together, and we'll see what that looks like. But this is all learning for me. I just watched a couple videos. Okay. Again, paper towel doesn't work really well. It seems to hold too much of it in. So I have to actually swab that out. Oh, that's kind of cool. You can see, I don't know if you can see it, but where it's coming to contact, it's bubbling up because the aluminum black is actually corrosive to the aluminum. So we're going to go back here with a cotton ball. Try this again. I think it's just that I didn't get the right amount. I may have to go, I don't care if I have to go back and buy 3 bottles of this to make sure the replica gets done properly. There we go. That's getting a little darker. Okay. Squeeze some more out. There we go. I probably should have rubber gloves on this, but I'm not feeling anything, so I'm fine. And I'll be washing. You can wash when this is all done to get the bubbly stuff off. It says to rinse it with cold water, so there'll be a break in the video, and then I'll be back with it. But for right now, I don't know how well that's going to show up, but that's with the cotton swab. It's going all the way down. That was with toilet paper. That was with the Q-tip. And then all the way at the end here was the bunched up paper towel that I squeezed some out and kind of painted it on. And you can see, no matter which one I did, none of that aluminum black got through to that nail polish. So my theory is working. All right, I'll be back in a second. I'm going to go rinse this off and see what we got, and then we'll get to dremeling off the nail polish and see what kind of effect we got just with that. not even with grinding the lightning, because that's what I plan on doing with the different tips to give the lightning a little texture. So be back in 1 second. Okay, we're back. Cutter Airsoft again. And I washed it off with the cold water. And it seems I like the cotton swab effect. It's not really what I'm going for. And the toilet paper did okay. But I think overall, I really like this particular using the Q-tip. I'm not losing as much of the aluminum black into the toilet paper or the cotton swab, and I can direct it more and actually kind of paint it, kind of paint the clouds over the lightning. But now that I've done that and it's all dry, I can touch it, nothing wrong. I'm gonna start and Dremel some of the tools or some of the nail polish off. So this is going to make a little noise. Apologize for that. Okay, apologize for the noise and the length of that. I'll probably cut it down in the video or do the 3 times speed or whatever it is. Okay, I'm going to remove this one now. A little warm. It's got most of it off. It feels pretty smooth. And now I'm going to go over it with more of the little sanding wheel. It's kind of a rough sandpaper. And take more of it off and texture the aluminum within it so that the lightning has a little, like I've said before, a little depth to it. And again, this is just a proof of concept. I'm just practicing this on this aluminum. Like I said, I want to see kind of what it's going to do before I actually do it on the replica itself. Okay, so again with the grindy noise. Okay, that's enough of that. All right. Now, again, I'm hoping this picks this up. But as you can see, just with that first grinding wheel, and it's kind of picking it up, isn't it? You can see how the texture of it kind of makes it shine at different angles. So it kind of brings the lightning, almost a 3D effect. And again, I will be painting on more of the aluminum black. I will be using more and different varying grinding wheels to deepen that effect, but I think that is definitely proof of concept. And I think that mixed with a little bit of everything is going to look really good. So that lightning there, yeah, I don't know if you can see how that kind of sparkles and catches the light. That's what I'm hoping for. All right, well, that's proof of concept for the MGC Mark II challenge kit and what I plan on doing just artistically with the outside. I'm actually going to make sure to test the inside of the receiver with the aluminum black first, just to make sure how it reacts, because it seems like the handguard and the receivers are two different kinds of aluminum. So I got to figure out how that might affect it or might not affect it. It seems to be doing okay, but I'm going to completely clean this because I've put my hands all over it now. Need to get all the fingerprints and oil off of it. And that's just done with a whole bunch of either isopropyl alcohol or acetone, and wash it off, and then you don't touch it afterwards. So until the next step, in which I'll be showing all the lightning work that I've done on this, I'm not going to bore you with it, but I'm going to take more nail polish. And again, like I said, I'm going to be doing the lightning coming up from the hand grip. Lightning will be coming from the buffer tube and up through the mag well, and then down the barrel. So far, it's going exactly like I wanted it to, so that's a good sign. So until next time, Cutter out. Bye, everybody.